We almost ended that novel, guys, so I really want to make it, so let's go. Episode 10, Season 3. Lou, the riots, and a flash drive with its instructions. Can I read it normal? Lou, the riots, and a flash drive with instructions. Let's go. Blood manifest. Any senior management official can receive a vote of no confidence. Foxy. Foxy, where is his picture? Fuck. I didn't ask for anything and I don't owe anyone anything. That's all, guys. Sorry for interrupting. Episode 10. The right decision. After thinking for a couple of seconds, Lou turned off the surveillance system again. Then she silently opened the door wider to let Foxy in. The hacker nodded, throwing in an appraising glance at her motorcycle. Cool. Yeah, I like it too. It's probably worth half of this residential block. More. You have settled in nicely, Pierre. Seriously, did you come here to check how I live? Okay, sorry, I was just making conversation. Lou gestured casually to invite him in. Foxy took off his hood and sat down. Lou stared at the hacker expectantly. He sighed, raised an eyebrow, and scratched his cheek. Here is what I came to say. Don't do anything about Irma and Tom. Don't try to find out anything more about them. Lou frowned. Here to explain? It's simple. It's what's best for them and for you. Irma could have called to tell me this herself. She couldn't, neither could Tom. They don't know we are having this conversation, and if you're their friend, you will keep quiet about it. Interesting suggestion. The situation was both scary and infuriating. Lou said in a stern tone. Yes, he's cute, but he's not the main love line here. He's not even a love line. Yes, they made him so attractive. Foxy, you dragged yourself all the way to my house, even though I never gave you my address, and decided to start spouting a bunch of mysterious shit. Believe me, I've got enough people getting on my nerves without adding you to the mix. Don't be a jerk. Just tell me why you're here, okay? The hacker muttered. It's actually not that difficult to find your address. Okay, stop looking at me like that. I feel like I'm being interrogated. Irma, of course, told our people, like-minded people, about the loss of her bag and about her brother's house being searched. And she has warned everyone that she's being discovered by you. Shit. She and Tom have assured us that you won't rat them out. They are very respected and valued in our community, especially Irma. Really? Yes, I'm not being sarcastic. I don't even know if I should be happy about that or not. That kind of respect surely did materialize out of thin air. But of course, not everyone is convinced that you won't betray Irma and Tom. He started to get a little sidetracked. Just don't think that I was asked to talk to you. Yes, I share their views and support their goals, and they listen to me, but that's all. I don't make any decisions. You're psionic. I doubt you the system even if you work for it. I doubt you like the system even if you work for it. Just stay out of this. You have a better chance of surviving that way. Tom and Irma are probably under surveillance now. And if anyone suspects that you're snooping around, will they be eliminated by their own people? Yes. She cursed. Bastards. Bastards, fuckers! What were you thinking? There is too much at stake. If Tom and Irma are interrogated, sooner or later they will talk. Killing your own just in case is fucked up. Sometimes there is no alternative. I think I've heard that somewhere before. It's ironic, when someone else says something like that, it's immediately condemned. Apparently it's just like uniform that makes the difference. Not really. Come on, Foxy. Who are these people? Foxy looked surprised. You don't expect me to give you names, do you? Just for sake of our conversation, you could call them protesters or dissidents. How crazy are they? Not at all. They sympathize with you, and Irma is not the only one. Nobody wants to kill her, and I don't want it to come to that either. That's why I came to warn you. I'm going to say it again. Tom and Irma vouched for you, but if someone decides that they were wrong, they won't take any chances. Yes, they would take care of it themselves. It's terrible, but there is no other way. Likely trying to make himself absolutely clear, he reluctantly added, they might also want to punish you later. If they can't get to you, they will get to your mother. Amazing. Lou clenched her fists. What? The hacker held up his hands. I repeat, I don't want anything like that to happen. I don't like this, and if I didn't care, I wouldn't have come. And anyway, it's all just, hypothetical. After a pause, Lou sat down and spoke angrily. Do you know how to get them out of this? I'd need for you ask me to show you my wrist. These people are strange. And I didn't like how Irma was acting with Lou last time, like, you're working for government. I understand what they were trying to do and why. I get there but by this point they have taken it too far. At Nitra, you asked me to show you my wrist. Why the hell would you do that if you knew who I was? I didn't, and I don't know Irma and Tom very well. We just cross paths once in a while. It's all tricky business. Not until today, when they said that they had been made and their friend knew everything. I mean, you did. I gathered from other people's conversations that you are their friend. I had never put two and two together before. I am a computer scientist, not a detective. Do you know how to get them out of this? What? How do I get Tom and Irma out of this dissident's business? That's not possible. Take your time, Foxy. Think. You're a smart guy, aren't you? Maybe we can come to an agreement? Yes, Fairuzan, but Irma don't know what Lou is making on her job. Irma don't know that Prior wants also to change the reality. Irma thinks that they make bad for the world. What kind of agreement? Would you be willing to leak information? That's what I thought. Nobody's going to let them off the hook. They have seen and heard too much. Damn. Do you understand that they will be hanged if they get caught? Crap, if the Inquisition doesn't catch them, the police will. If not now, then later. The Blood Manifest challenges not only the clergy but the secular authorities as well. Well, maybe some of you will get away with it. You will probably be all right since you have been hacking for a long time and haven't been caught yet. Most of your people from this underground movement will, forgive me United One, either be killed in a raid or sent to the gallows. They are prepared for that outcome. Fuck you, and them too for being okay with it. Sorry, I really believe they can't change things. Damn it, we are stuck. Foxy broke the long silence. Can I have something to drink? Lou brought him a glass of water. Thank you. Here. I'm not feeding you. I'm not asking you to. When he returned the glass to her, she asked, how can I find you if I need to? Why would you need to? Who knows what might happen? Well, what if I want to warn you about something else? Of course, I hope it won't come to that. Lou's tone became openly sarcastic. Finding a place where no one will notice such high electricity consumption is probably not an easy task. But if something happens, you have enough time to wipe the disks and take the most important data with you, like last time. Plus, you had be able to get all the equipment out. It would be a shame to throw away a bunch of expensive hardware again. Foxy smiled. You're a pain in the ass, a smart one though. Okay. Write down my email address. It's clean. No one is used it yet. If you need me, just send your phone number there. I will call. Lou wrote the address on a piece of paper and hid it behind the kitchen unit. The hacker watched her. He clearly liked the fact that she didn't enter that address into her phone's memory and nodded approvingly. Lou approached him again. He looked her up and down. What? You're beautiful. This is strange. You are in the AC and I seem to be on the other side. Foxy, are you flirting or something? Well, let's say I am. You're so thirsty that you have nowhere to sleep. And you don't seem like the kind of woman who won't do more than kissing before 3 dates and a bouquet of flowers. You're a psionic, I'm a hacker. We are both fighting for freedom, so to speak. And sex is a great way to relieve stress. His straightforward, audacy, and abrupt shift from their serious conversation were disconcerting. If we are done talking business, the door is over there. Fight her. As for stress, I'll deal with that on my own. I have Jonas. I can't sleep with him. He got up. I had to shut my shot. I'm going to say see you later. I'm not sure it would be good for us to see each other again. I sincerely hope we all get out of this somehow. So, good luck. After closing the door behind the hacker, Lou poured herself some tea. She couldn't stay distracted and problems took over her thoughts. I'm tired, but I can't sleep anyway. Damn it. When the meat grinder starts up, the heads of the fucking descendants will fly off their shoulders away. To get Irma and Tom out, I need connections at the top. Martin has the power, but he is the prior. The prior is obliged to judge and punish them. Should I tell him or should I not? If he finds out, what is he going to do? If he doesn't find out and I can figure this out without getting him involved, then there will be no problem. but to figure it out without his help, I need at least some control over the situation to be able to anticipate things. I need to be able to react in time. That means I have to talk to Irma, convince her that I am on her side. I think it's her that I need to sway. Tom will follow her lead. Lou shook her head and ruffled her hair. She started smoking again. Or would it be better to tell Ivo everything right away, or maybe not? Somewhere on the street, a short shot rang out, followed by distant screams. Either the police, supported by the corps, were continuing to restore order, or local thugs were brawling. Lou accepted the noise with indifference. She was used to it. I shouldn't tell Kay. I can't drag him any further into this. It's enough that he is now forced to hide the fact that he scanned my house and found a bug. Well, Irma, my friend, I'll go to work in the morning. Guys, I always told him everything. Always. 3 times. Fairuzan, what if I will not tell? Let's say that to him, and I'll tell Ivo everything. Oh my god. It's best if I talk to him about this as early as possible before the workday begins, so that he can work with my situation in mind. Okay. After a short and restless sleep, she headed to the central building of the Inquisition. It was still dark outside. Oh my god, what is that? Don't like any of these haircuts. I don't like them. Not cool. Okay, girl, let's change. Yeah, this is the best one. This is really the best one. Oh my god. When will I have this sporty look, huh? Oh, I love it. Neither Danielle nor Kay were there yet. Lou walked up to Way's desk, hesitated for a second, and then pressed the call button. I hope I'm not waking you. Martin answered after a few seconds. Yes? It's me. I have a problem. Wow, it's his house. The prior received her in his apartment. After greeting her, he spoke in a casual manner. Come on in. Do you want some breakfast? Lou looked sideways at the table set for a meal. I guys, imagine how Ivo is washing. Yeah, his house is amazing. How Ivo is washing on the like somewhere and washing his piercing place. Lou looked sideways at the table set for a meal. Maybe some juice. After listening to her, Martin clarified. Are you absolutely sure that the bug didn't pick up anything important? Yes, I don't talk about anything at home. I just warned my friends about the surveillance system. Perhaps Tom and Irma said something or accidentally hinted at something? No. The prior paused to think. Lou waited silently. There was no need to ask him for anything. He already understood. First of all, you did the right thing by telling me. I'll try to help them, Lou. Thank you, Eva. There is nothing to thank me for at this point. For the intention. Hearing "I'll try" from you weighs much more than "I'll do" from anyone else. Eva shook his head. Your friends could still do a lot of stupid things. The police might catch up to them. I can't give you any guarantees, Lou, especially if they don't want to save themselves. You can't count on a confession from them. That was clear from your story. Your friends will have to do as I say. Yes, it won't work if they know. You will need to hide my involvement and come up with something neutral. Say that there are people in certain power structures who are also dissatisfied with the current stage of things. Say that it might be beneficial to get in touch with them, maybe even to work together sometimes. Hello. If you notice when you replay, you will notice Irma's is always the most curious and supportive about Lou's job before we find out her spying on Lou. It's strange. As in, she's been spying on Lou since the very beginning. Maybe, yes. Yes, from the beginning, really, from the beginning. Because she gave that present, that pink instruments case with instruments. Really, when she graduated, when she started to work there. So really, set up your story so that it sounds like it's someone from the council. Convince them to trust you. What about Foxy? You decided to warn him back then instead of arresting him. Do you plan to use him? Eva smiled, avoiding a direct answer. Now that he is made contact with you, it might be even easier. What do you think of him now that you have met him twice? Has your opinion of him changed? No, I think that if we can convince him that cooperating with someone from the council will reduce the bloodshed, he might agree. Will you find him again? Can you handle this? Yes. Okay. Martin glanced at his watch. Let's go. When they got to the office, Eva frowned a little and said, Danielle is already here. Tell her to come in and please see to it that I'm not disturbed. By the way, interesting if Danielle and Foxy will have some, relationships. Daniel and Foxy, I think together they can do a lot of interesting things. Lou was sitting on the sofa when the elevator doors opened and Stone appeared in the reception area. Hey. She moved, signaling for the impasse to sit next to her. He asked not to disturb. How are you? Fine, all things considered. I told him about the bug. Also, remember our mutual friend, the computer genius? Aware of the surveillance cameras in the room, Lou kept things vague, but it was easy for Kate to guess who she was talking about. Yeah, he came to see me. What? I told Martin about that too. I'm sure he plans to use it somehow. Got it. You will have to tell me the details later, when the time is right. Hector Barretti suddenly appeared, but he didn't spend much time talking to the psionics before heading to his office. Hi. Yes. Shipping them. Oh my god, fictional stories should actually do that. Characters you not romance getting other ones. Daniel came out of the office. Good morning, Kay. Lou, Monsieur Martin wants to see you. Eva handed her a flash drive. Find Foxy and give him this. It contains instructions. If it helps, assure him that his cooperation will ultimately reduce the number of casualties. as a last resort, point out that this is his only chance to avoid trial. Won't they suspect that you are the one who wrote these instructions? That would be too wild of a guess. There is no direct evidence. It is more likely that he will think that Pryor is turning a blind eye to the actions of some of the concealers. Believe me, it's easier to see an executioner as a corrupt official than as a revolutionary. Luke couldn't help but laugh. Yeah, I see. Next, here is a card. He gave Lou a credit card. This is extra motivation for your friends. The transactions made with this card cannot be traced. Their operations require financial resources, and any underground movements has historically had little money. These will pay for their new batch of prints. Eva frowned almost imperceptibly, as if he had bitten into something unpleasant. It should be enough for their manifest. However, it would be better if they spend this money on something else. Nothing is required from them for now. On the contrary, you will help them. Yeah, Ivo is a politician, and the fate of so many people is at stake. For me, this is about Irma and Tom. But for him, there are just a couple of more or less people in a report. I hope I made the right decisions by telling him. The rest of the day passed quietly with no news. Luke called Jonas at lunch. They didn't talk about anything important on the phone, but Lou was glad to hear his voice. In the evening, she headed home. Having written to Foxy, Lou waited. It was getting dark outside when the phone rang. The number was hidden. Yeah? Do you know the bar called The Liar? No, but I'll find it. Okay. Just don't dress like you would for work. I'll be there in 2 hours. Forgot Irma and Tom's ending will be much worse if you don't tell him. I won't say how for spoilers. If you weren't here, I think this time I decided not to tell him. To Ivo. After hanging up, Lou looked up the address of the bar. It's relatively close. I didn't know there was a bar there. There is still plenty of time. She got ready without rushing. Girl, beautiful makeup. Then she chose what to wear. Oh my god. Strange. Like her hands. Okay. Then, after checking that her bike had sufficient charge, Lou rolled it out of the house. Lou slowed down at the intersection, letting cars pass her on the main road. Something fell in a nearby alley. Lou peered into the darkness. She noticed a bunch of thugs crowding around a man. It looked like he had accidentally knocked over a trash can while retreating. What's in your pocket? None of your business. Are you kids confused or something? I live nearby. Get lost. Listen, you bastard. Shut up and give us everything you have. Lou didn't have time to think about whether that concerned her or if it had been wiser to mind her own business. She recognized her neighbor, the one who always cursed at the authorities and the youth while drinking. Even a cursory glance would have been enough to see that he had nothing on him except cigarettes and maybe a bottle of cheap liquor that he was carrying home. So those thugs were just having fun, not trying to get money for food. Lou turned off her engine. Hey! 6 young faces turned toward her. She calmly stepped closer. Get lost. Perhaps she would have been scared in the past, but right then, after everything that had happened to her, Lou's attention sharpened and she became more focused. The oldest-looking thug grinned nastily. "Oh, this evening just keeps getting better and better. Are you high or something? Why so disrespectful?" The other one glared at Lou insolently and began to approach her from the side. "Fuck it. Who's gonna have fun with her first?" There was a girl in the group, a very young girl, younger than Tina. Her plans for Lou were very different from those of her friends, so she assessed her prospects in her own way. Expensive class, deeps on the boots. "Look at her bike. How much can we get for it?" "Come on, leave the girl alone. Take the smokes. I have no money." The oldest, likely the ringleader, said over his shoulder. "We're not done with you. Don't move." Then he smiled at Lou. "Well, don't be shy. It's warm out here. Take your clothes off." Lou slowly removed her helmet. She lowered it carefully to the ground, choosing a spot that felt somewhat cleaner. The man, of course, recognized his neighbor immediately but remained silent. "You're cute. If you play nice, you can keep your teeth. We won't hurt you." "Get lost, you little bitches!" "Well, you asked for it. We will give you a proper beating." Lou spoke with disgust. "Morons." "Come on, grab her." They approached Lou from both sides. She couldn't help but grin. The main condition that allowed psionics to use their powers was not applicable. Her life and health were in real danger. Vector! Something thundered overhead and everyone instinctively looked up. The compressor box of a rusted air conditioner turned from the upper floors, fell quickly, debris scattering around. It bounced erratically, hitting the opposite walls of the alley, bent and broken by telekinesis as if it had been rolled into a ball. She is. It was impossible to predict exactly where it was going to land and where to run. The thugs froze in horror. For some reason, Lou's neighbor covered his groin and the top of his head with his hands. As it approached the ground, the lump of twisted metal and plastic abruptly changed its direction and struck legs, taking down the thug closest to Lou. Oh! The knife flew into the shadows. Can I say that? The scumbag who had flown back into a trash can. Yeah, I can. Pulled and shifted sluggishly in his sneakers. I want sneakers. or twigs. Or baklava. His pants were dark with blood. A shot brought the bastards out of their panicked stupor. "Come on, get lost, you fucking idiots!" Bounty, by the way, I buy more often. I bought. The rest of the thugs, seeing the defeat of their leader and the danger literally hanging over their heads, quickly retreated. Lou leaned over the thug who, less than a minute before, had planned to have some fun with her. Naturally, there was no more impudence or insolence in his gaze, only fear. "Look, take it easy, okay? We can talk about this." Petty scum. How old are you? Me, 19. Let him go. If I ever see you again, you know where I'm going to stick that knife of yours. I got it. I'm sorry, mademoiselle. And you, monsieur. Move your feet. Ouch. Oh. Don't whine. Nothing happened to you that can't be fixed. You got a phone? Yes, and money. Here, take it. For fuck's sake, what do I need that for? Call your friends. Have them come back and help you crawl somewhere with bandages and antiseptic. She didn't have any more energy to waste on scum like him. Lou picked up her helmet, then stepped out onto the side of the street that was more illuminated. Well, shit. Hello, neighbor. Hello. Those assholes would have beaten me up for sure, or they would have stabbed me like they did that with that pure one. Thank you. You're welcome. Where were you going this time of night? I was going to the store. Crap. During the day, police patrols wander back and forth through Termitory, or corpse patrols, the motherfuckers. He looked at Lou guiltily. Well, not all of them. You are all right. I get it, it's fine. Right, well, what if they tie me up or make me spend a night in a cage? I thought in the evening the bastards would crawl back to where they came from and go home so I could go quietly. They are detaining just about anyone these days. You are either with them or you have to explain who is paying you to be against them. He sighed and continued to speak, his tone frantic. Yes. And then there were shut out somewhere. It seems to quiet down in this evening, so I went out to get groceries. What else can I do? I gotta eat. Yeah, it happens sometimes. And that is when they attacked me. What is going on anyway? Lou looked at her watch. You want a ride to the store and back home? No thanks, it's right around the corner. As they say, lightning never strikes twice in the same place. Okay, bye then. Yeah, bye. Lou threw her leg over her bike. The man called out to her. Hey, could I ask you for a neighborly favor? Could you loan me some money just until next week? You should stop drinking. As she started to drive away, she heard his grumbling behind her. How can I stop when life is like this? If they don't put you in jail, they will shut you. If they don't shut you, the kids will rob you. I work my ass off from the crack of dawn. Hell, I pay taxes and then all sorts of drug addicts. Lou hit the gas and the end of his sentence was drowned out by the roar of the engine. The bar didn't look like much, even by Termitory standards, an old shabby warehouse with a dull sign. But surprisingly, there was a security guard on duty in the parking lot and another one at the entrance. Lou almost didn't worry about her motorcycle. The inside of the establishment was also decent. In fact, Lou was a little surprised by the rather modest number of patrons. She made her way through the dancing crowd toward the bar. But when she spotted Foxy, she stopped and changed direction. Without waiting for a greeting or an invitation, Lou sat down at his table. Hey. Hello again. We need to talk business. The hacker pushed a glass toward her. It's safe to talk here. The tables were far enough apart that strangers wouldn't overhear their conversation. And there is also the music. Is this your favorite bar? Almost everything else in Terminator is closed now. Oddly enough, Nitro is open. Still, I thought it would be better if neither of us showed our faces there for the time being. It's okay, Fairozan. You know what will be next. Are you ignoring the center of principle? On principle? No, it's just too far away and I still have things to do. Okay, then I won't beat around the bush. I thought about what you told me, about what would be better in the end, about the things I've heard and seen. You know the circles I frequent and the people I know, don't you? I have come up with something. Long story short. There are influential people in circles of power who don't like the current order either. Interests align on several issues. Well, and so do mine, since I'm a psionic. Everything there is complicated and tense. There is political intrigue everywhere. Lou rolled her eyes meaningfully. Look, it's the Inquisition that warned you. You got out of Nitra, didn't you? And do I have to pay that debt back now? No way. I didn't ask for anything and I don't owe anyone anything. Oh, he really told that in the beginning of the game, you remember? That is not what I'm saying. Listen to me first. You were made because of the projectors. Or maybe it was something else, I don't know. But they were able to cover for you. That means they have substantial resources and great power, and you are useful to them. Foxy, they can be useful to you too. They can really cover for you and make sure that you won't do time. Here. Lou put the flash drive on the table. This has instructions of some kind. I don't know what they are. I was just asked to give it to you. The hacker shook his head. I don't do deals with people I don't know. Just take a look at what's on it. You're a great hacker, so you can make sure that no one is tracking you and you won't get a virus. It's a very cheap move, trying to appeal to my professional pride. Lou leaned toward Foxy. No, fuck. Guys. It's not enough, fuck. I knew now. Like, will it be enough or no? Fuck, I need to have more too, guys, to make it. Fuck. Where can I get them? I never, guys, had enough. And then I always choose this one. I had enough, but now I don't have enough. It's shit. Only two. Fuck. Okay, let's say what will be. Just take the flash drive, will you? You can always throw it away later. They asked me to give it to you, so I'm giving it to you. People always puts pressure on everyone. It uses everyone, including you. You will see. He still reached out and grabbed the flash drive off the table. So you'll do it? I'm not making any promises. I don't think I managed to convince him for sure. Thanks for that. Fuck. I have to go. Foxy stood up. Bye? As Lou watched the hackers leave, she thought, I have a feeling that my conversation with Irma won't be any easier. That is all. Fuck. I'm sad, guys. We just needed 2 more impulse to get the Foxy, you know? It is not fair. This episode was too short. Lou is given a chance to settle things. You want to play one more? We have a time. We can play one more. Maybe it will be more dramatic ending. Maybe more people will be dead. Yes, because anyway, it's like a war inside of a... Okay, let's play one more episode. Good, I'm happy. So try to play 7 Hearts Stories and Romance Club. It's Romance Club. 7 Hearts Stories, also a very nice app. Okay, episode 11, season 3. Lou is given a chance to settle things. Let's play one more. Okay, it's 11, 12, 13, 14. We will need to play 3. Blood. I'm so sad, guys. I didn't have like 2. I needed just 2. Blood manifest. In the absence of a threat to society, the preservation of human life takes precedence over all other goals. Hector Barretti, I sleep soundly because my conscience is clear. Episode 11, the opportune moment. Hello. Tina smiled guiltily. Hello. Lou held on to her bike with one hand and pulled out the keys with the other, handing them to her friend. Open up. As Kiddo fumbled with the lock, Lou asked, displeased. What the hell are you doing, going around alone at night? Don't you know what is going on in Intermediary right now? Some idiots tried to rob my neighbor, and before that, they were shootings. Well, You should have called me. I would have picked you up. You're right, I should have. I'm sorry. Lou didn't press her further. Want some dinner? No thanks, I ate at the cafeteria at work. How was work? Okay. Kiddo? It's hard, to be honest. Not because of my psy, it's just scary sometimes. People get wounded. Well, there are victims and often blood. Yesterday we responded to an accident at a factory and some people were already dead. But Dogan says I'm holding up fine. Lou asked bluntly. Do you regret it? There is no shame in admitting it. Tina answered in a very mature manner. No, Lou, I see what I'm doing. The help I give. Even when I'm exhausted, I understand that it's still worth it. Lou punched her friend lightly on the shoulder. Well done. Are you staying the night? Lou had plans, but thought she should ask anyway. Won't I get in your way? No, not at all. By the way, 1 second. She had made a duplicate of her home keys several weeks earlier. She took them out of a box and handed them to Kiddo. Here you go, so you will always have a place to go. Tears welled up in Tina's eyes and she hugged Lou impulsively. Lou! Thank you, you are so... Nonsense, that's enough, stop it. Can I cook for you? Then at least I'll be useful in some way. We are talking with her like first time after her like Jonas, situation. Lil looked at Tina with surprise and slight suspicion. Cook, you? Yes, I've learned to do a lot of things lately. Okay, go ahead, I'll go change. go get change. How is Jonas doing? Damn. Glad that Kira couldn't see her face and feeling all the ramifications of her conversation with Jonas. Lou tried to answer in a calm voice. He's okay. We don't see much of each other these days. After all, he works at 2 hospitals and studies. Tina was silent for a while. Wow, you have got some nice groceries. I haven't seen these in any stores. They are only sold in the center. They are not only organic, they are high quality. If you want, you can take some and have a snack with Dogon later. Lou, concerned by her own thoughts, said, Can you handle things here on your own? On your own? I'm going to eat, but then I have to go. Tina took a closer look at her friend. No problem. Lou, are you okay? Damn, I probably shouldn't tell her about Irma and Tom and the deep trouble they have gotten themselves into, right? Yeah, I'm fine. Kiro mimicked Lou's voice as she repeated Lou's words. What the hell are you doing, going around alone at night? Don't you know what is going on intermediary right now? First of all, don't swear. Second, that's not fair comparison. I'm local. You said it yourself. Your neighbor almost got robbed. Almost. Dogon said that yesterday, near the platypus, someone's living unit was set on fire. The locals were having fun. I'm hard to get rid of, believe me. Lou, trying to change the subject, asked, Is the food going to be ready anytime soon? In about 20 minutes. So how do you find your colleagues? Lou made conversation, carefully avoiding mentioning Jonas. After they finished eating, she stood up. Thanks for dinner. Don't get bored. I have to go. Lou turned and pushed her bike toward the door. By the way, yes, Lou? Dinner was delicious. I'm glad. Will you be back before morning? I don't know. Close the door when you leave. No, wait. Do you have to work tomorrow? The psionics have an hour and a half of mandatory work, so we have fever weekends. An unpleasant thought popped into Lou's head, strengthening her resolve. And this is why we need things to change, because of this. A vague image of a yellowing piece of paper and a flower appeared in her mind's eye. Crap. Mornings intermediary are calmer than evenings, but still. Wait for me and I will give you a ride, please. Okay. Lou swung by a charging station, then drove out of the city. Vroom vroom. She could almost physically feel the weight of the upcoming conversation and her responsibility in it. Throughout the entire drive, she continuously ran through phrases in her head, choosing the best words and arguments to make her point. Vroom vroom. I'm enjoying watching that very much. Is it still some, like... We are really... From the beginning started. Yeah? Yeah. That time it was Tom who opened the door. He wasn't surprised and spoke calmly. Oh, what is he wearing? Hey, come on in. Next came Irma. Lou? Hello. She sat down on the sofa and went straight to the point. Did you solder that bug yourself? Well, shit. No, we didn't do it ourselves. So how should I feel about you after this? Tom spoke in his usual way, carefully and slowly. I know how pathetic this will sound. Any words I have to say will probably seem stupid. Nevertheless, the best thing I can say is that I'm sorry. How many people listen to me? Just us, just me, to be exact. If I heard something important for our mission, then I would tell the others. But nothing important came up. No one knows anything. Imagine your friends stalking you. Just like some amateur radio operator, huh? For fuck's sake. Irma leaned back in her chair and asked, as if challenging Lou. So what now? I want to help you. What do you mean? I want to help you. Jonas asked me to. Help me to do what exactly? To survive. When our plan succeeds, no one will execute us. And what is this plan? Silence. Lou, you have to understand. These aren't our secrets to share. Okay. Say, did it ever occur to you that you might get arrested before your plan works out? We have always been sensible people. But no, of course, you can't get arrested before that. You're not going to get ratted out by your own people while they are being interrogated and stuffed with special drugs, are you? And it's even more impossible for you to get shot during a raid because, remind me why that can't happen? We are careful. Careful, of course. And just to be on the safe side, you started listening on a friend who works at the AC. Sorry. Fuck you, Irma. Let's be honest, if you were actually careful, you would never have found out what you were up to. Irma pursed her lips but didn't avert her eyes. Hi. Lou turned away, then paused and spoke irritably. Jonas doesn't know. Thank you. Spare me your gratitude. I didn't keep quiet for you. I just don't want to upset him. He already has a full plate with his sister's antics. There was silence. Lou signed, then spoke calmly and firmly. I wanted to talk to you as soon as possible before you did some irreparable shit. Listen to me. I know someone who also believes that drastic changes are necessary. These are people from the center and they have power. Irma looked at her with obvious skepticism. It's a matter of trust. You either still trust me or you don't. Hell, you don't think you're the only noble ones out there, do you? Surely you don't think everybody else is a bastard? Go on, Lou. What are you talking about? Here is some money. She set down the card she had received from Evo. You can't track the transactions made with this. Let your new friends check it out. I won't take offense. Lou didn't say that she knew Foxy. Do you have specialized there? Like the one who hacked the projectors? Irma was visibly surprised. She looked at the card, suspicious. Stop it. Money for what? They are giving it to you as a sign of a good faith. And yes, they are hoping for mutually beneficial cooperation in the future. What exactly will that entail? I have no idea. Who cares? If you're not signing a contract, are you? If you don't want to, you won't do it. But please, if I contact you and tell you what needs to be done, I ask that you do it. I hope this will help you. You see, Irma, there is discontent everywhere. Lou wouldn't lie to us. Things aren't as bad as they seem. Money given with no strings attached. That's a demonstration of intent. Let's support our cause now. Listen to her, Irma. Lou, do you understand that we are not going to make any promises without knowing what we are talking about? Of course, like I said, it's a matter of you trusting me. Okay, I trust you, Lou. Tom nodded. We both do. Thank you. Irma spoke in a voice filled with insinuation. Lou, do you know what they are planning and for when? No. But then, can you tell me how the prior's personal guard found out about it? Oh my god, look at her bitch face. I can't. Her stare is so bitch. Lou spoke abruptly. The same way I found out about you. I just see and hear a shitload of things. You hear, but Monsieur Martin doesn't. Do you know what is going on intermediary? He is busy dealing with that. I expect them to trust me, but I lie. I'm not telling them that psionics can have children. Is it because it's not my secrets to share? Or is this an excuse? Maybe I'm not confident that Tom and Irma won't spill the beans to their fellow dissenters. That could make a mess of things. In the end, it is more likely that the prior will be able to overthrow the vicar than this underground movement will actually achieve a change of power. Besides, by the time they are ready, Jean-Francois will have liquidated the council. Compared to the cows brewing upstairs, your leaflets and holograms are nothing but a loud, childish prank, a possibly deadly prank. Tom snapped her out of her silent musings. Lou, would you like some coffee? Yes, and explain to me why the flyers ended up in the hospital. What are you talking about? Tom brought out 3 cups. As soon as was served, Lou immediately drank half of hers. Irma, you went to the hospital under the pretext of seeing Jonas. You left your bag behind. Was someone supposed to pick it up? Since you didn't pass it to them directly, you probably don't even know who that was, and they don't know you. Did something go wrong? The bag was discovered by a stranger, one of the doctors, or maybe a patient, but it doesn't matter. Whoever it was, they reported it to the Inquisition. Why the hospital? It's a crowded public place, which is convenient for this type of handover, but there are better places for that. There must be something else to this. Lou could see her friend's agitation, so she spoke without addressing them directly, as if she was just thinking out loud. She had learned to do that during interrogations, once again like a predator following a trail. So the hospital. From there, ambulances scatter throughout Termidori. There are checkpoints and searches, but the police don't check the type of vehicle. Especially if a patient is being transported urgently with sirens blaring. It's a safe way to deliver flyers, isn't it? Don't answer that. That's a good theory, sounds logical. And the role of the courier might not be played by a doctor at all, a driver maybe. Irma's reaction and sudden smile made it clear to Lou that she had found the truth, or at least was very close to it. I'm seeing a new side of you. Look who's talking, but take a moment to think about my experience compared to the type of bloodhounds that works for the Inquisition. And you say you're being careful. Okay, I gotta go. Getting up, Lou went to the door. Lou. Leave the assistant's corpse. They are evil. So as long as I'm there, I'm evil too. Look at her face, guys. Lou just shook her head. I wish I could divide the world into black and white. I had slept much better then. On the other hand, to hell with sleep like that. Waking up would be too painful. Before taking Tina to work, Lou had time to shower and eat the breakfast her friend had prepared. What the fuck is that haircut? So stupid. Oh my god, cringe. Okay, that is better, but anyway, not very good. I'm gonna wear this haircut. She stopped in front of the rescue services building. Tina got off the bike and smiled. Thank you. You're welcome, bye. Lou waited, her eyes following Kiddo as she walked briskly toward the entrance. I want you to be happy and I hope this life doesn't break you. The motorcycle began to move, but after a few feet, it slowed down again. Lou had spotted Dogan. She took off her helmet and waved. As he approached, he asked in surprise, "What are you doing here? Hello?" I gave Kiddo a lift. How are you? How is she doing at work? She's fine, don't worry. I keep an eye on her. We usually work the same shifts. Okay, I won't keep you. Are you heading to work too? Yeah, Lou, listen. Yesterday I called Irma and we talked. Tom was there too. Well, I mentioned you in passing and it was like Irma immediately get annoyed or something. Dogan looked slightly confused. Did you have a fight or something? No, it's just that our quiet Irma and the good-natured Tom turned out to be part of an underground movement handing out anti-government flyers, running the risk of ending up in nooses, all while putting Jonas in danger. Everything else is fine. I have a reason to be angry. Of course, it wasn't worth telling Dogan about the bug and the manifest. But Lou couldn't completely hide her feelings from her friend. She pissed me off the other day. We had a fight. Irma pissed you off? Yes, I'm shocked too. Sorry if this comes out as rude, but your fight sounds like a paper bunny going against a bulldozer. Go easy on her, okay? Yes, I'm bunny. Thanks for your support. I don't mean to offend you. Let's just say that from a personality point of view, you're in a different weight categories. Lou chuckled, moving the conversation in a different direction. We will figure it out. Forget about it. How is Kiddo's work and her nerves getting in the way? She's already had a fight with a couple of guys. Not with her superiors, I hope. No, one of them is pure, but there won't be any problems. For the most part, she fits in well with the team. Lou nodded in the direction of the rescue service building. Okay, you have to go, and I do too. Yeah, good luck. As soon as she met the prior, Lou talked about the results of her conversations with Foxy and Irma. Then Martin spent half of the day on business visits. Naturally, the psionics accompanied him. One of the meetings turned out to be a secret, one with Consular Sally Noriega, the one Eva didn't get along with, according to what people said. The prior was very interested in Noriega's new house, but Lou didn't hear the details of their conversation. Then the head of the Inquisition returned to the office with his guards, and a series of visitors followed. The workday stretched into the early hours of the night. The following 2 days turned out to be just as busy. When she returned home, Lou had only one wish: to sleep. Her urge to clean up came as a surprise. The explanation Lou's inner voice provided wasn't reassuring. What if something goes wrong and I don't come back? Someone will have to come by and sort things out. I should at least make sure my underwear isn't lying around and that there is no dirty laundry in the basket. Crazy. Imagine you prepare for your own death, guys. It's crazy. Oh my god. She rolled her eyes. What a depressing thought. Maybe my hormones are acting up? Well, this is just brilliant. I've gotten involved in some batshit crazy problems that affect the structure of society, and I am risking my life, but then I blame hormones for my bad mood. Yeah, girl. Shaking her head and making fun of herself, Lou started cleaning away. In the morning, the inquisitors who were assisting the police intermediary reported back to the prior. Despite their efforts, the situation wasn't returning to normal. Criminal gangs had become more active. Among the murders, robberies, and riots, causes of black market organ trafficking had also been reported. Social tensions were growing exponentially. The AC had requested permission to use flash and gas grenades in residential complexes. Putting the documents aside, Martin stood up slowly. He placed his hands on the desk and looked down at it for a long time. Then he closed his eyes for a moment, straightened up, and said his voice was unemotional. "You are free until tomorrow. I recommend that you settle your affairs and see your loved ones today. Just in case, because you can be killed. Just in case, guys." He looked at the psionics calmly and continued to speak in the same tone. "I can't say when you will have another opportunity like this. For a while, I will need you constantly. When I have the chance, I will let you go, but don't count on it. In the morning, I have an audience with the vicar. I will make him a proposal, and if Jean-Francois agrees, if he says yes, it will mean that he has taken the bait and everything will happen in the shortest possible amount of time." Ivo. "Will we also receive the necessary instructions tomorrow?" "Yes, Lou." Okay, just in case." Lou found herself thinking, "Maybe I should go to Lelouch? No. What if my mother noticed something in my mood? She's not a very empathetic person, but still, she will get nervous. I probably shouldn't. Then maybe I should spend the evening with Jonas. Great idea." She dialed his number. The healer couldn't leave work early, but he had no night shift, which made Lou happy. They agreed to meet at his house. "Oh well, I'm not seriously planning on saying goodbye to anyone, am I? It would be like calling my loved ones every time I get on my bike just because there is a risk of an accident. I just want to be with him." When she arrived, Jonas was already at home. He greeted her with a kiss. "Hello." "Hello. How are you? How is it going?" "It's tough, but I can handle it. Can I help?" "The Inquisition." Jonas shuddered theatrically. That's disgusting. Why would you say that? I meant helping you. You're a pest. Isn't that something? I offered to help her and she calls me names. No wonder you wear an AC uniform." Lou rolled her eyes and smiled. "I'm glad to see you too. How are you?" "Apart from Irma, fine." Jonas watched as Lou settled down at the table, then asked, "Are you going to eat?" "Yes." Then he went to the closet and took out a blue strip of fabric. "First, I'm going to blindfold you." Lou stifled a laugh. "Are you going to feed me that you have to blindfold me first?" "You will find out soon enough. It's the only way you will get dinner. If you want to eat, be patient." Jonas is playing. Jonas is very playful today. Lou was already laughing out loud. "That's quite something." "Hi, welcome everyone." Jonas took her hands and pulled her toward him. "Now be careful. Walk around the table. No injuries. Now this way." The door opened and they left the apartment. Then the elevator buzzed and they went up some stairs. A light summer breeze caressed her face. Lou turned her head, trying to figure out where she was. Jonas removed the blindfold, allowing her to look around. Jonas is so romantic. Look at this. Lou gasped. "Wow, this is crazy, Jonas." Food. Dinner was beautifully laid out on a neatly spread blanket in the middle of the roof. Candles flicked around them, creating an absolutely incredible atmosphere. Something tickled Lou's ear. She turned around and found herself literally face to face with a flower. Jonas had a gladiolus in his hands. Oh, like this time when they gave her flowers. As far as I remember, you liked them. A flower. Lou put her hand to her mouth. It was so beautiful and unexpected that she felt like she was going to cry. "Yes, he is my boyfriend. You see all kinds of crap every day, especially lately. Our problems grabbed us by the throat and made it hard to breathe. So I thought, let's make something good happen. Or we might go crazy." Lou hugged him tightly and whispered, "Jonas, thank you, Jonas, He pulled away and looked into her eyes. The words froze unsaid, not daring to leave her lips. "You?" Lou spoke quietly. "You know." Jonas shook his head. "No, I don't know. Tell me." Lou took a deep breath. "I love you." Jonas smiled softly. "Now I know. Just say it more often. What if I forget?" Lou punched his shoulder lightly. "You're talking this too far." "Taking." "I dare you to forget." "Lou." He kissed her gently and looked down at her tenderly. Then they sat on the blanket and talked, watching the lights of the city. They joked and reminisced about their childhood, and in spite of everything, they managed to feel carefree, at least for a little while. By the time the chill of the night took over the streets, Lou and Jonas were already kissing passionately. In the morning, Lou woke up in his house. "So romantic. Thank you." Before going to the meeting, Lou felt almost calm and collected. She looked in the mirror, fixed her hair, and changed her clothes. Oh my god, it is so bad. It's hard to... Okay. She She looked at her watch. It's time. Oh, maybe the vicar had a plan of his own, or maybe he sensed the tension emanating from the prior and his guards, but he was cautious. Either way, Lou thought his greeting sounded drier than usual. Jean-Francois' eyes narrowed attentively. It was barely noticeable, and yet... Hello, Ivo. Vicar? I assumed that the prior would be completely preoccupied with restoring order to the city and finding the authors of the Blood Manifest. And there are no results yet of the holograms. However, you asked for an audience anyway. I'm always happy to talk to you, but I must admit I'm surprised. Did something happen? Eva, true to his form, was cold and collected. Right, based on my management experience, I took the liberty of making a strategic calculation. And after assessing the situation, I didn't force the issue or take harsh measures. What are you talking about? If you allow me, I will explain. By all means, please. According to the decision of the Public Assembly, the Church of the United One is vested with the right of curatorial control over all law enforcement agencies in the event of social unrest. Lou remembered that. This law was signed on the same day that the rights of psionics were curtailed. The unrest and protests intermediary are preciously the soft of event. Sort. Okay. When if not now, will there be an objective reason for the Inquisition to take control of the police? No, I'm still here, guys. I'm still reading. That would be wonderful, but unrest in one area of the city, however large, is not enough for the secular branch of the government to recognize the situation and concede. Restoring order to Termitory will demonstrate the Church's ability to protect the citizens. It will increase the prestige of the Church and the support it receives. Martin raised an eyebrow slyly. Vicar, with all due respect, you speak like a preacher. You operate counting on the reactions of people's souls. Well, fine. What will a defender who is accustomed to using force say? We're not going to scare the consilers and suggest giving up control over the entire city, but just the problematic area. Go on. They will meet us halfway on this matter. Right now, most of the Assistance Corps officers have already been deployed to the city. The plan is for you to call a public assembly. You will say that it is because you have a number of production issues to resolve throughout New Paris and beyond. This will affect every division and ensure almost 100% attendance. When all the consilers arrive at the synod, I will request help from other departments through subordinate police officers. I won't be able to control all the police in the city, but I will be able to get most of them into Termitory and essentially confine them there. As soon as that happens, I will withdraw all AC officers from the area. We will lock the synod. Of course, there will be many disagreements among the police, but their leadership will need a lot of time to coordinate the actions of all their groups. Our patrols will be on the streets. We will cordon off and seize the arsenals of all police stations in the center. Everything will happen very quickly, but by the time they come to their senses, the power will be in our hands. What about Termitory? If you take an AC officer out of there, There will immediately be more looting and pillaging in the neighborhood. Yeah, there will be casualties. Yeah, but they will be among and the less valuable parts of the population, Vicar. If we don't take advantage of the current situation, it will be difficult to find another opportune moment in the future. You will appear on television and inform the people that the council and the assembly have resigned. You will say that from now on, control of the government will be passed to the Church of the United One and consequently to you and as its head. Immediately after that, we will go back into Termitory and do everything we can to minimize the damage. The police will go home after turning in their weapons and special equipment. Then they will be reorganized into new structures. While the people process the news, we will impose a curfew. Innocent blood will be shed. Not everyone will surrender. There is no revolution without bloodshed. A difficult and regrettable decision, although its feasibility cannot be denied. When do you propose to call the meeting? The prior spoke firmly. Today. It is early morning. The regular session can be extended and moved to this evening. There will be no urgency of hurry. Everything will seem perfectly natural. I am making a separate request for the authorization of authority intermediary. Again, no one will delay this process. I will have all the necessary paperwork by noon. Why not tomorrow or in 3 days? Because of termitory, we can't delay this. Requests for flash and gas grenades have already been made. Once they receive them, the Inquisitors and the AC will do their job and restore order, and we will miss the chance. You have to make a decision, Vicar. The head of the Church of the United One, the empath Jean-Francois, gave Ivo Martin a long stare. Luke didn't care what emotions he could read from them. Right at the moment, he wasn't going to be surprised if he sensed fear and disgust from her or Kay. What mattered was that the vicar believed in Ivo's coldness and devotion. Finally, his voice echoed in the hall. You have my blessing, Prior. Let's do it. Yes. Hooray!